What is going on YouTube? What are you guys up to? Good afternoon. It is later today. It's 5:13 right now. We're getting a little bit of a late start today, but we are on our way to go pick up a project that I have that I've been waiting for a while. Hopefully he's there and we can pick it up. But it's gonna be a little bit of a secret for you guys. It may be in the title, it may not be. I'm not quite sure yet, but let's go ahead and just drive ourselves over there and see what it is, guys. Alright guys, we're here. We're gonna get to go see. We get to go see what's inside here, where it is. I'm actually, I think, just gonna back up. You can see the little cars out there. Look at, there's Chris's truck. Other Chris's mom's car and his Ranger. Another Mustang. Convertible. You guys see that? We're close. Back her up. Well, there it is, dude. Look at that little coyote. Alright guys, so here it is. It's home. It's nice to have it home. I've been waiting a while for this. I've been kind of up in the air on what I'm going to do. I haven't priced parts yet, but I think what we're going to do with this guy is, it has some scoring on the crank. I don't know if we can turn it. I'm hoping we can. It's not that bad. I'm gonna take it to the machine shop and see what he says about the crank. But after that, we're gonna buy some rods and pistons and we're gonna let this thing eat. It's gonna be a, I was gonna leave it alone and do stock rod, stock piston, 8 to 1,000 horsepower. But I figured, you know what? It needs a rod. One of the rods is destroyed. So let's go ahead and just get it a set of rods, a set of pistons. Because if I put rods in it and then the pistons break, I'd be pissed because it may take out a rod. So, and it'll definitely destroy a motor. When pistons start going bad, they'll kill motors. Usually they'll scrape the wall so bad you gotta bore them out. By that point, I'm gonna have to put sleeves in it and buy a whole new set. So I'd rather just leave it stock bore. Maybe we go a little bit bigger than that. We'll put some good rods, good pistons in it and just kind of let it eat around the 1,000 to 1,100 horsepower range on a stock block. We'll see how that works for us. It is a 2015 Coyote, so the rods and pistons are pretty good, but let me show you guys what's up with this one. So if you guys can see here, here's the piston. You can see it's definitely destroyed. The bearing is gone. Yeah, you can see the bearing is just, unbelievable, guys. So you can see a little thin part of it up there at the top. You can see that piece. Look at it. It shoved the bearing out of it. This guy actually ran this car low on oil. So that's what happened to it. Ran it low on oil. And if you look down here in the block, you can see the crank. It's kind of hard to see. Some good scoring on it, guys, so we'll see what happens with that. It's got squirters, like I said. It's a good little engine, but you guys can see on the crank, I may flip it over and show you guys, but yeah, it's got some grooves in it. Definitely has some wear. I'm hoping we can machine it and move on and it'll be okay. We'll have to see. Worst case scenario, guys, I'll have to buy a crank, so I'll buy crank rods, pistons. The blocks are, if I wanted to buy a block, I think a block's around like $800. I paid $500 for this motor as is, knowing the fact that it was probably gonna need at least machine work on the rod, if not, a rod or two and a crank. So that's part of the game because, by the time I get it all apart and everything, it's a reasonable price in my opinion. So it is what it is. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm stoked to get the project rolling. It has been so long since I've had an actual project besides something like this girl. So when I have this, yeah, this is a project. And I do have some really cool parts coming for this that'll be here hopefully within like 3 to 4 weeks. It can take 6 to 8, but hopefully they'll be here in 3 to 4. And then on top of that, we're gonna actually have a car. I'm looking for another car, guys. So this is the beginning of a build series we're gonna do. I don't know the name of the build series. It'll probably be the SN Coyote or something like that because I want to find an SN. It's either going to be an SN car or it's going to be a Fox body, preferably an SN. My first Mustang was a 97 Cobra that I loved. I loved the way it looked. It looked, I thought, amazing, really mean, good looking cars. The back ends I wasn't super huge on, but the front ends I thought, and the hoods, I was like, man, these are good looking cars. So I think I'm gonna do that and get one of those and try and, we're gonna put this Coyote in it and we're gonna make some freaking horsepower. That gives us something else to do besides this car. While we're waiting on parts for the orange car, we can be doing stuff with this. Also looking for a car. Just so you guys know, this is gonna be up for sale, this Volkswagen. So if any of you want a Volkswagen, this is a 1970s, guys. I have the bumpers for it. They need to be re-chromed. They're just not on the car, but I do have them. The paint is in really good shape on this car. The bodywork, my dad did all the bodywork. The interior's been totally redone on it. It just needs a little knob here and the plastic trim piece to go around it. But other than that, like the panel, I just need to get the clips for it. We put power windows, so these are Audi power windows out of an Audi. It has a tape player in it, which we could switch over to a CD player. Then it's got a little, you know, aftermarket smaller steering wheel, which is nice. I mean, everything's been done in this car interior-wise. You look, the headliner's in amazing shape. Most of these cars, you'll see the headliner's jacked up. There's no battery, otherwise I'd turn this light on for you guys. It'll even come with a fire extinguisher. But I'm probably gonna get rid of this car before we get another car. That way I have a place to keep it, because I'd hate keeping cars outside, especially right now. You can see it's snowing. We don't always get a bunch of snow. We're in New Mexico. Not a bunch of snow, but we do get snow. So yeah, if you guys like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Please, guys, keep up with this. We're gonna be doing this build, and it is gonna be awesome to do this build. I cannot wait to get into it and actually get the ball rolling and get parts ordered for this. I almost wanna go order some parts like right now, just to keep myself motivated on doing it for the meantime. But I think the first thing I'm gonna do is take the block down to the machinist and have him go through it and look and be like, yeah, this crank's screwed, we need to crank, or this or that. So I'm gonna end up taking this guy apart. Thank you guys for watching, I appreciate it. Follow this build, it's gonna be sweet. We're gonna make this car make some freaking horsepower, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Now get the heck out of here.